This video is part of the How to Create Awesome Online Videos for Your Business series. Recently, a good friend of mine in the office products business called me and wanted me to go with him on a sales call to a local school. And the school wanted some new furniture for one of their computer labs. He had recently installed some furniture in one of the other offices, and the person running the lab decided that she wanted some furniture just like what was in the office, only a little similar. Well, you probably had an occasion in your own business where someone wants something similar to a product or service you provided for someone else. And sometimes similar can work, and sometimes similar can be, well, not so similar. A good example, I used to run into this when I was developing 1,000-page full 4-color catalogs back years ago for the office products industry. And we would really work hard on the development to get the product colors to be close in the final print run to the actual product. Well, however, I found that the pressman running the 2 o'clock afternoon run had a vastly different shade of red show up on a printed page than the pressman at the 2 o'clock in the morning run. So similar wasn't so similar after all. And having been in the office products business for a long time, and I've had similar experiences, especially when it comes to furniture, that similar to one person is nowhere near similar to someone else. Now, I hate to say it, but it's a lesson learned the hard way, and believe me, when you see that look on the customer's face, you know that similar wasn't exactly what they wanted. And when it's office furniture, taking it back after it's been unboxed and assembled is costly from all viewpoints. So when my friend called, he had already decided that the best course of action was to make a quick trip to the school and meet with the instructor personally to understand firsthand what she was looking for and what would actually work best in the physical space she had available. So we arrived at the school and checked in at the office and got our security clearance badges, and a nice young high school junior escorted us down several corridors and flights of stairs to the computer lab. Gosh, these newer high school campuses resemble more of a college to me than when I was going to school. And the walk to the computer lab was down several hallways and a flight of stairs and was a pretty good hike. We both commented on the distance and the time and later wished we had made a note of it. More on that in a minute. Well, the instructor finally got the 20-plus students working on a project, so things quieted down a bit and she was able to visit with us. She began discussing what she had in mind and how she wanted the furniture to be arranged, and in the somewhat crowded space she had remaining in one corner. The classes are so full, they have added more computer stations which almost back up to the front of her desk. So we discussed the options she had on file drawers, how the bridge and workstation would be connected, and what types of hutch options she had to choose from. By this time, we're looking through catalogs, color swatches, chair fabrics, etc. So now we're both trying to take notes, writing while listening to her comments and suggestions, and all the while trying to maintain eye contact with her. We're pretty good note takers, and as I said, we've been doing this for quite a while, but by the time we were through and headed back through that labyrinth, I was really wishing we had recorded our conversation with her. We were both discussing several options that we had thought about as we had talked to the previous instructor, and as we're walking out, we were stopped by another instructor who also wanted to discuss some furniture for her office. By the time we had finished discussions with her, now we had a whole set of handwritten notes, and pretty much what we had in memory from the first conversation was now a distant past. I thought again, we should have been recording this. So a couple of days later, I was listening to Cliff Ravenscraft, a well-known podcaster, talking about a new lavalier microphone he had just purchased called the RØDE Smartlav, and how it was going to be his go-to mic when he was away from his podcasting studio. He was describing how it worked with his iPhone and with a special app provided by RØDE. So that was the answer for me. I jumped on Amazon, ordered the RØDE Smartlav microphone with my Amazon Prime account. It arrived 2 days later. I downloaded the app to my iPhone. There's a free version. There's also a paid version, which I went ahead and got the premium version for $2.99, and I'm glad I did. It is an awesome microphone. You can see the RØDE Smartlav here on the screen, but the RØDE Rec App combines professional features with an intuitive interface, making it really easy to record, edit, and publish broadcast quality audio directly from your iPhone or your iPad. And it has a complete suite of recording and editing tools that literally turns your iPhone into a top-notch field recorder. But the part I really liked with the RØDE Rec App is I can upload a recording directly to my Dropbox or to SoundCloud. In the meeting I just described, if I had had the RØDE Smartlav attached to my shirt and had my iPhone in airplane mode, we could have been recording the entire morning. All the conversation my partner and I were having, the discussion with the teacher, and finally our wrap-up conversation. We could have then uploaded the audio file to our Dropbox account, and our design team could have downloaded and listened to the meeting and started their design work based on our measurements we were calling out anyway, and been working on the project while we were driving back to the office. Having that recording would have provided some helpful information to our install team, who would have known they had some long distances and stairs to work with, and so they would have made sure they had the right delivery equipment when they showed up for the job. And finally, we would have had a record of all our conversations stored in a folder on Dropbox assigned to this project, so should there be any question when the final delivery was made, we have more than our handwritten notes or a distant memory of the conversation to support our work. The Smartlav is sensitive enough to pick up the conversation with those nearby, and certainly far less intrusive and threatening than trying to hold an iPhone and use a built-in recorder on the iPhone. It does come with a foam pop shield, which is nice to minimize noise and vocal explosives like those B and T and P, as well as a durable mounting clip with a built-in cable management. And I found that really nice. I could clip the RØDE to my shirt and then plug it into my iPhone, and it pretty much is out of the way. The Smartlav is compatible with any audio app that accepts input from the headset connection. However, it has been designed to pair perfectly with RØDE's RØDE Rec App for Apple iOS devices. And I've already talked about that. The RØDE website is an excellent website, and not only does a good job covering the actual product, but it also offers some opportunities for you to watch some other people in some video recordings with the Smartlav, and also to listen to some recordings done in various situations with the Smartlav. So it's well worth your time to go over and check it out if you're interested in the RØDE. So since we pretty much all have our iPhones with us most of the day, we're finding now all types of applications where the RØDE is perfect, and we really don't leave home without our